All right, everybody, I'm back at the remodel I'm doing. I've been on this project for a while, but so I've done some spray foam in this house. I did the walls, I did the ceiling. I even put half-inch plywood on the other side so I had a good base for the spray foam to attach to. And I layered it up, sprayed a layer at a time. It expands an inch, and I kept expanding it that way. Now, there's something that they don't talk about with this spray foam that I've encountered, and I believe it'll be helpful for other people to know this information. So when I was doing the ceiling in this house, there's some areas I had to get a little heavy with the spray foam, and I'm assuming it encapsulated some wet spray foam, I'm assuming. So when I went back to shave it, and then I put the sheetrock up, it seems to be expanding just a slight bit more, and I'm assuming because air got to it. But if no one knows to do this or look for this, they're going to have a nightmare in the future because they'll see every screw or nail hole in the sheetrock. So you don't want that. And this is on my ceiling, and it's a big ceiling, so I've got to fix the problem now. But let me show you what I'm talking about. So we're going to zoom in on this spray foam that is a little shiny. And why is it shiny? It's because it expanded a little bit more in the cavity, and it was rubbing the backside of the sheetrock and allowing it to be a little shiny because of that rubbing action. So now I got to go back and shave it even further back to give it a void between the sheetrock and the spray foam. But I'm going to put a straight edge up here, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. And then I'm going to show you how to identify if the sheetrock is being pushed from behind. It leaves a ring around the screw head. But first, let's take the camera here and let's look at this. Well, I'm going to let her zoom in on the shiny part of the spray foam, and I'll take my straight edge and I'll show you what we're talking about. Right in this area right here, this is shiny, and that area is not. Okay, so let's take the straight edge. All right, I'm going to show you how I know it's expanded more. Now, I've shaved that down, but look here. I'm touching the spray foam, and look at the light coming through where the stud is, where the truss is. So, and it's on both sides. And I've shaved all that. Everything was shaved flat. Look how much, I mean, it's a good 1/8 of an inch, easy. And that's constantly pushing from behind. So now we're going to let her back up and get us a screw head. I'll give you a good example of how I determined it. Let's see here, baby. Here's what they should look like. This one right here is what they should look like. And that is what all the screws should look like in the ceiling. Now let's go over here and let me show you why I know it's pushing. Look at the ring around that one. If you can see that ring, and what that is, that's an impression from the bit that it takes to install the screws. Well, it normally just pushes a little bit, at least a small impression, nothing to worry about. But why it's doing that is because from behind, the spray foam's pushing the board out, and it's sucking in that whole area, and you're seeing it. Now, if you were to mud that and say, nah, I don't care. Well, a year from now, with expansion and heat and everything else, it's good. You'll be able to see the head of that screw, how you plaster it. So it's best to, if they all look like the first screw head, you're golden, great. But just know that about this thing. So before I chime out here, I'm going to show you what you're supposed to do. Well, I'm learning this, so obviously I didn't know myself. But cut it back enough. That's a little extreme, but just cut it back. That way it's not nowhere near. Give it a little bit of a void if it has to expand or whatever, a little bit more with heat or whatever. But don't cut it flush. They're saying cut it flush, but I don't know. I'm not a believer in cutting it flush right now. So, But anyway, till the next time, and the next thing that bothers me, I'll be on here giving some tips, but that's one of my spray foam tips. But thank you. Till next time, just remember, I'm a one-man band.